Solid Edge, doing reverse engineering means being able to manually select faces so that we can extract them as surfaces. Where it gets difficult is when you've got cavities and you're struggling to get into the bottom of these regions here. So a technique I discovered working with someone recently is to use the copy surface command. So let's start by defining some regions to limit this whole model. So if we start by picking and marking this area in down the bottom here, that's going to define one boundary. So right mouse click to accept that as a region, and then let's just change color on here, and I'm going to set a different boundary by picking up this area up here. So just need to be a little bit more careful on how I pick these edges. I don't want to really go over the edge. So I'm just zooming in to try and get a better selection option. So as I said, this is just forming a second boundary to define what is selected when I do a copy surface. But unfortunately we do need to go and complete the whole boundary and accept that. So now we've got the two areas that we can work with. So if I go into surfacing and go copy, you can see that I can pick up on that surface that we've created, but it also means that it's going to allow me to take this area in here. If I hadn't done that, that would have selected the whole model in its entirety. So if I just pick on that, you'll see that we can end up with a copy of those mesh surfaces, and that then gives us, because we've cut out this bottom face, the access into the defining the areas that we want down the bottom here. So if I wanted to extract this, I can go back to my reverse engineering and go to the manual extraction, and now I can sort of come in here and get the area down the bottom a lot easier than if I hadn't done this. So you can see that we can sort of now do that extraction a lot more effectively than we could have done if we were just trying to get in down here. So we can now go on there, accept that, and if I want to, I can do a fit, set it to plane, and extract that as a surface on its own, and also those initial ones I can come in and pick up on here and extract that. So if we hide these two, you can see that we are actually using that to build our model. Another good tool for extracting geometry is the section sketches. So if we pick on the body and use our coordinate system, if I can get there, just hide those. So we can take it through the middle there and accept it, and then that gives us a sketch that we can work with as well. So you can see that that has generated the geometry from that model. Again, it's still faceted, but we can use that to generate and measure what our sizes would be. So some good tools there in solid edge reverse engineering.